Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have a new month, new calendar. Please be sure that you grab your November calendar. They are at the front. You can also access the most current accurate calendar from our Linktree link. So if you don't have that link, we've got cards all over the office with that QR code. It is a wonderful resource for all things that we talk about. Anytime you need a registration link or a document, we try and keep everything that you need in one spot. So be sure that you check out the Linktree link. Be sure that you grab the calendar. And then if you have any questions about what trainings would be most beneficial to you, where you are at in your business right now, please schedule time to talk with me or with Lindsay or with the PC coaches if you're in the productivity coaching program. We would love to go through the calendar with you. Our calendar at Keller Williams is never designed with the intention that you will be at absolutely every training. If you were at absolutely every training, you would have no time to sell any houses, or see your dog or your kids or your rest of family. So, don't tell my family I listed the dog first, okay? That was not intentional, but also that was for y'all, not for them. So it's not intended for you to attend everything. We really are focused when we put together a monthly calendar to have trainings and mastermind opportunities for agents at every level that they are in business. So no matter where you are in business right now, there are trainings that I was thinking about you when we put it on the calendar. But Lindsay was thinking about you when this got put on the calendar. And so we would love to partner with you in making your plan every month and attending the sessions that are going to offer the most growth to you. That said, our team meeting is for everyone. So thank you to all of you for being here today. Morning momentum. I love starting my day with you. So thank you to all of you who have been jumping on these calls. We worked to make this very brief. We are absolutely done by 9 o'clock a.m. We really need to update this slide. Will you remind me? We are done by 9 o'clock a.m. Typically, we're done a couple of minutes before 9 o'clock a.m. And this is a focus on your mindset, your leadership skills, some tactical sales training. I am also aware that if I'm talking to you at 8:45 a.m., you may or may not have had coffee yet. So we really try to make this more things that you can absorb rather than things that you need to be focused on taking notes on and super tactical. It has been really beneficial to me to start my day this way. I hope for those of you who have joined in, it's been beneficial to you by the number of people that come back. I am going to take that as feedback that it is, and we would love to see more of you there. So quick reminder, this is intended to be cameras off. I understand that you may be doing 10 other things at the same time that you are on this call. So this is not you have to clear your schedule and be in a quiet room in front of your computer to be on Zoom for this. It is via Zoom, but that is just so we can talk to the most people at once. So cameras off, put yourself on mute. You can be walking the dog. Well, I went on a walk today and I got snowed on, so be careful. You can be having your breakfast, dropping kids off, headed to your first appointment, whatever you have going on at 8:45, we would love for you to tap in and be there with us. And then broker AMA. So this is our current Connect with Your Broker time. Every Wednesday from 11:30 to 12, Lindsay is on Zoom. You can tap in and try to stump your broker with your trickiest questions. That's what it's for. Great. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. So stump your broker, tell her funny stories, ask compliance questions. These can be questions that you have in an actual transaction and you think, oh gosh, it's Wednesday, I can ask Lindsay this. Or they can be hypothetical questions. Sometimes we run through a transaction about 200 times in our own mind before anything ever gets put on paper. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's a great learning opportunity to go through those hypothetical scenarios. So if you have a hypothetical scenario that you want to run past Lindsay, this is also a great time for this. Lindsay is here in the Market Center in person live. and in person. Typically Monday through Friday, 8:30 until 2:30. She is on call and available through her cell phone at other times. So when you have contract questions, when you have broker needs, please reach out. And if you stop and think, oh, maybe I should ask my broker about this, please call Lindsay and ask your broker about this. It is so much easier for her to give you support and guidance before a decision has been made, rather than helping you unravel something that needs to be unraveled. So talking to Lindsay does not mean you have gone to the principal's office. She is not scary usually. She's scary when she has to be, but not with y'all. She's scary with the other people, the outside world. She's got your back. And so use this opportunity to talk to Lindsay, and also please continue to reach out to Lindsay when you have questions. And then if you are ever not able to reach Lindsay, I am her backup. So if it's tactically urgent, let's talk a minute about tactically and emotionally urgent. Everything in my life is emotionally urgent. The minute I think of it, I really want an answer right away, and I really feel like it needs to be solved right away. It's a personal problem. But that is the emotional urgency. Tactically urgent means if I get the answer to my question in an hour versus getting an answer to my question right now, that could make a tangible difference in the transaction, in how something gets handled. Things could be really sideways if I don't know right away. So if you have a tactically urgent issue and you don't get Lindsay on the first call, you've got a whole roster. Call me, call the productivity coaches, call the front desk. They will reach one of us. I never, ever want to hear that somebody had an issue and that they couldn't reach anyone, because it's just simply, that's impossible in my mind. There are too many of us. So please make sure that you're reaching out. Fur Baby Friday. I am loving it. I hope that that others are too, but really I'm going to keep it on the calendar whether or not you do, because I love it. The dogs who have come in have been very well behaved, have been very cutesy, have been very demure. They've taken super great pictures. My dogs have not made it to a Fur Baby Friday yet. We're doing a little bit of work at home so that they are prepared for Fur Baby Friday without making me crazy. But please continue to bring in your dogs every Friday. Be sure that when you do, you snap a picture, or have Isaiah snap a picture for you so that we can put them on our wall of fame. Team meetings for November. So we have our Quantum Leap training today. Next week, we have our business planning clinic. So in place of team meeting, we have this clinic from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. I will be able to tell who is committed to their business in 2025 and who is committed to success in 2025 based on who I see with my eyeballs at 10 a.m. next week. So I hope to see all of you there. And then the following week, we have our productivity coaches have been invited to go to Austin and participate in Gary Keller's Top 200 Mastermind. This is a really big deal. This is a mastermind that Keller Williams brings together the top 200 team leaders, like rainmakers who run a team, coaches, and producing agents to do a mastermind and to share ideas. And so when you see our coaches, congratulate them on personally being invited to be in the room. Again, it's a very big deal. And then secondly, they will be here the week after their mastermind to share their top takeaways with you. So you get all of the benefit of them being in that room with the top 200. And then team meeting, the last week is attitudes and affirmations. So this is going to be team meeting the week of Thanksgiving. So what better time to look at our gratitudes, our affirmations, our mindset, and how to make those adjustments so that we're going into 2025 with a powerful mindset.
Change for us on this 11 o'clock advisory. It still keeps Ian very strong, but still keeps Ian on the west side of the state into the Gulf. So let's go.
Well, already, I really didn't have plans. We got a little bit of supplies, and well, we heard about it, but it wasn't supposed to hit us.
2 days before, it was, guys, it's moving east. At the last report, Ian was located off the western coast of the state and is predicted to move northeast into our region mid to late week.
One of the most powerful hurricanes to ever make landfall in Florida. Now expected to cut across the state like a slow moving buzzsaw.
This one set on us for 10 hours. So 10 hours of, 100 some mile an hour winds and that rain, that was the devastation.
It just makes me want to cry. I just don't, and it doesn't, doesn't feel like my house.
Natasha here, and just super excited to let you know our KW Cares truck has arrived from Austin. We've got our generators, Keller Williams agents. It's for you and your family members. We've got food, we've got water, we've got the supplies that you need.
We got together and in less than 36 hours, we put together the first command center, and in less than 24 hours, this command center. I mean, we've moved. This is our second location.
When I got that call yesterday from Market, told me what this company really cares. KW Cares, really cares. And I didn't even know that he was coming over here the next day.
I woke up yesterday with a super heavy heart. And I called Leah, and I called Sherry Smith, and I called Danielle DeRocher, and in all three cases, the tone changed. I just knew I was being called and I need to go.
Know that I work for the largest company, for the best company, for the company that cares the most about its agent is amazing.
Many of you have been with the company for a long time, know that Mo Anderson talks about as long as we do the right thing, the hand of God will be on this company. We have 988 agents from Punta Gorda down to Marco Island. They are all safe. There's nobody coming back to the helicopter.
So I wanted to just share with you a little bit about the difference that your KW Cares donations make. And thank you to all of you who have participated in KW Cares so far. Many of you have donations that automatically are deducted from your commissions. You have a slide on that. Many of you have a donation that is automatically deducted from your commissions, and we actually led the region for our percentage of transactions last month, or in September, that had that. And others have made donations through events that we've held, through the Venmo, through making cash donations here at the Market Center, and we greatly appreciate all of that. The beautiful thing about KW Cares is that by all of us giving just a little, because of the sheer numbers that we have, we are able to make massive impact. And having two kids that are in Florida, and fortunately, we're in an area that they were safe and minimally affected by the two hurricanes that hit there. But we're very much on the front lines of the two hurricanes that can hit there. I can tell you that that the damage, that the disaster, that the rebuilding that these communities are going to require is massive. And I am so grateful to be part of a company that is on the front lines making a difference with that and helping with that rebuilding. So I would ask that all of you in this season of giving, give just a little bit more, because as we saw from Hurricane Ian, there was so much support needed. With these recent hurricanes, they were hit with the two in a row, with Helene and Milton, and the need will be even greater. And so if you do not have transactional giving set up yet, we've got a little tutorial. It's super fast and easy. Jess, do you want to talk them through real quick?
Yeah.
What this looks like? Do you wanna do hand helpline?
Yeah.
Or I could just.
Did you put slides all in here? Okay, perfect. Okay, so, you'll do the drop down.
Just like you guys hear me. Sure.
Okay. Okay, so you'll do the drop down, you'll log into command, do the, little arrow, drop down, go to my profile. And then you'll go over here to, my affiliations, make sure that all that is in there, their recovery password, I mean, all the things. And just double check that while you're in there too, that you have your recovery password and everything is the same. And then manage deductions, and then you can fill in there. And then it'll take you here, and then you can choose like a set amount. If you want, you can, and then there's lots that you can donate to, so you can do like KW Cares Bold, Next Gen, those. And then most people just do like per transaction, 20. I think we have a few here that do, I think, 50 per transaction, so they're great. Anyways, and so, it really is step by step, so you can, and then you don't need to do next gen, but. So it'll take you to manage your deductions, and then make sure that you hit update amount, so that it saves, on there, and if you need help walking through it, again, I can help you.
Thank you. Everyone give Jess a round of applause. Really loud, so I can have time to turn on the mic. When you double check your transactions, thank you, and make sure that you are set up to give from your closings. Once that's done, please let Isaiah know. We would love to build out a wall honoring all of our agents that are making contributions directly from their transactions. And then if you would also consider making a donation, you can use our Venmo or a cash donation.
Use the South Valley's Venmo. and
We'll have the QR code for you.
Yes,
So we'll give you the QR code. They don't have fees taken out of theirs, so we're running our KW Cares donations through there right now. Don't tell me, as this is recorded. So if you will consider making a donation, update your command so that you are transactionally giving. And again, this does not have to be a large amount. Every $5 give makes a difference. Every $25 give makes a difference. We have a goal throughout Keller Williams to have 75% of our closings in each market center have a donation that's made from that commission to KW Cares. And this is a drive that KW Cares is doing to build up their stores, because they know that there's a lot of giving that they're needed for right now. And so so we have a goal as a market center to have 75% of our transactions that close in the month of November have a transactional giving attached to them. Again, it can be a $5 amount. I am hard pressed to think of anybody that $5 would be a life-changing donation to come out of the commission. That if your commission was reduced by $5, that it would throw things off in your world. And with a $5 gift, you can really make a difference.
oh, sorry, one thing to add on that is when you're doing the commissions tab, if you want to change the amount on there, so if you have a bigger closing or a smaller closing and you want to adjust it, you can adjust it on the commission tab as well. So that's that amount.
Thank you. All right, business planning clinic. We talked about it briefly. This is going to be a week from today. We will start at 10. The things I am most excited about with the business planning clinic this year, Boyd Brown, who is our OP, is going to go through some wealth building strategies. One of the things that I think is really unique about Keller Williams and that I really value about our community and our focus here is that we aren't just focused on helping you sell another house. We are focused on you building more wealth and keeping more of your money that you generate in commissions. In my time in real estate, I am a little shocked by how many people I know who have sold a whole lot of houses and have made a whole lot of commission and have a whole lot of nothing to show for it. And we are committed to that not being any of you. So I'm excited about the wealth building portion, and Boyd Brown has certainly invested the time and energy and resources in becoming an expert in this. And so he will be sharing some wealth building strategies, some things for you to consider integrating into your business plan for 2025. And these will be things that you can integrate even if you don't have any investment properties yet, even if this is your first kind of step into wealth building. Then the next thing that I'm excited about for our business planning clinic is that we are going to do big picture ideas all together, but then we are going to break into smaller groups to work on putting your actual plan together. And those groups will be based on what your production and experience level is now and what your goals are for 2025. So you will be working with a group of people that have a similar business model and dynamic. Meaning if you're on a team, you'll be working with other people who are on teams. If you run a team, you'll be working with other people who run teams. If you are a veteran and have done business planning every year for the last 30 years, you're not going to get slowed down by those explanations of how to put it together. And you're going to be able to get to some higher level, like putting together a P&L and having a strategy on how you really utilize it. If you have never put together a business plan ever in your life and you just got into real estate, you're going to have somebody to walk you through step by step, and you're not going to get lost along the way. So no matter where you are in business, you will be able to work with a group that is focused on that. My goal, my commitment, my prayer is that everybody leaves at 2 p.m. on the 12th with their business plan done. I have attended and run business planning clinics in the past that we have gone through sort of concepts and got the beginning work, the beginning framework of a plan together, and then sent people out into the world to go finish their business plan. And I know that it ended up at the bottom of a drawer and eventually was recycled. It was one of those great things that they meant to get around to, because I know that because I've experienced that when it's been me. So there is such a difference in how you will focus and move forward into 2025 when you have that business plan completely dialed in November versus when you are just in the stages of figuring out what you're going to do for the year come January. So I am passionate and excited about the business planning clinic and hope to see all of you there. Please be sure to register. It is free. There will be a lot of materials provided and lunch provided at no cost to you, and we need to be able to plan for that. So please make sure that you register. And then our masterminds. So we have two masterminds that are run monthly. One is for cappers, one is the Path to Capping. So the capper mastermind is for agents that have accomplished reaching that cap and got to enjoy being at 100% of their commissions. And then the Path to Capping is for agents that are working towards that milestone goal. Our capper mastermind is this Thursday from 11 to noon. And then Path to Capping is later in the month on the 20th from 3 to 4. Confections and Confections and Connections, November 20th from 4 to 5 p.m. Y'all know that I am food motivated. Food is my love language, and so I love this event. This is a social event. This is an opportunity for agents to get together for sort of a hospitality hour and enjoy some delicious goodies. We have typically a soda bar set up, some beer and wine, and sometimes the conversations at this event are very business focused. And I've seen agents kind of bring in tactical questions and bounce them off one another and crowdsource some feedback and support for their business. Other times it has been purely social, and we have shared funny cat videos on YouTube. I think that really terrible national anthem we shared one time, and then often it's kind of a combination of the two. So either way, it's a really great opportunity to get to know other agents and your leadership better, and to spend some time with one another. Real estate can be really lonely, and it can be isolating, and running a business can be lonely and can be isolating.
I have an idea for one item, but
an idea for another item. So if someone's been like, I really wanted to try whatever that might be.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah,
So there's
like
a,
pastry
like usually people will make requests, i.e. demands of Jordan for what he will bake. And he's a great baker, and we have had delicious cakes, turnovers will always be my favorite. Those snickerdoodles were like, that was a close second for my favorite, and I did not, they were sneaky snickerdoodles,
know,
because I didn't see that coming.
I know, and they're so like, there's not a whole lot to it. It's not like multiple days of variety. It's like you plop them in, they're super good though.
They're super healthy, no calories, no
Yeah.
fat. It's fun fact, if you consume treats while you are here in this space, none of the calories or fat takes. So, you know, just come and hang out. So if you have a request for something for Jordan to bake, see him after team meeting and get those requests in and make it good. Because as I mentioned, I am food motivated. All right, be sure to update your password. So you should all have received an email from KWRI, letting you know that we need to change our passwords. If you decided to ignore that email from KWRI, I get it, me too. And the next time you need to log into Command, you will not be able to, because you have to update your password in order to get into Command. So please, please, please update your password. When you do, if you run into any issues, most of the bugs that we were having have been worked out. But some people who updated their password, it wasn't successfully taking. I was one of those people. Kimber has been amazing with jumping on that and getting trouble tickets in and getting it fixed. Thank you, Jess, for all of your dedicated work with us on getting this done. And then the second thing is KWRI will never, ever, 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 ever ask for your credit card. So sort of in the mix of this password reset, there was a spam email sent out to some agents that asked them to put in their credit card. KWRI will never, ever, 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 ever ask for your credit card. We will also, as a market center, never send you a text or an email asking for your credit cards. If we need to update your credit card information, it will be a voice-to-voice conversation, and we have a form for you to fill out for that.
Will Keller Williams ever ask for a credit card?
Keller Williams will never, ever, 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 ever ask for a credit card. Now, while we're on the subject, y'all, I love gift cards.
I have been sending them to you.
I love gift cards. I love gift cards. They are the gift that keeps on giving. I love them. And yet, I will never, ever, 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 ever text you or email you and ask you to buy gift cards for me. I will never do it. I will never do it. It is never me. So if you get a text that says, hey, this is Robin, I'm in a meeting. I need you to do me a favor. Will you please go buy gift? It's not me. It's a scam. If it entertains you, you can talk to them back and forth, but please do not jump in your car and go buy gift cards. I will never, ever, ever, ever ask you to buy gift cards. That said, I do accept them and I appreciate them. Thank you.
Can we buy
Sorry,
crypto?
one thing I was
Is
gonna
that a
say,
thing?
one thing I was gonna say about this is KW has blocked some of their features, so you can't import or export contacts right now. And you can't do any sort of like campaigns or smart plans being sent right now just because of the security breach. They blocked that. We don't know when it will be fixed. We're hoping by this week, but I'll send an email out right as soon as I hear that it's working again, but it's not.
Thank you.
Yes.
And when you see a market center tech trainer or a regional tech trainer, i.e. Kimber, give them a hug, because this has not been a really fun issue for them to navigate, and they have they've done it like champs.
Oh, nice.
Mo Anderson. All right, so who here is familiar with Mo Anderson, the Velvet Hammer? All right. Mo is an important part of our Keller Williams culture and our history. She is one of the founding members of Keller Williams. She partnered with Gary Keller to create Keller Williams. We would not be what we are today without Mo Anderson. She was a successful female business owner at a time when there was not a whole lot of space for successful female business owners. She is truly the heart of Keller Williams, the KW culture, KW cares, the ALC, so many things are just really integrated through Mo. She has the nickname of the Velvet Hammer, and she inspires a fear in some of the most powerful men that I have ever met. She inspires a fear in them that I can only aspire to one day be able to inflict upon anyone. So Mo does not like coarse language, and if you ever attend a big Keller Williams national event, you will see at least once that there is one of the executives on stage that is speaking that lets a 4-letter word drop, and they will freeze and instantly look, and so you'll know right where Mo Anderson is sitting, and there will be an apology to Mo, and they will have had to make a sizable donation to KW Cares after that event because Mo does not play around. She is somebody that I am very grateful to for all that she has done for this company, that I look up to very much, and she is going to be here in Utah this week. So she is presenting a clinic for the leadership teams of all of the offices in our region here at our market center on Thursday. So if you are around Thursday, come and work from the market center and get a chance to be right next to the Velvet Hammer, possibly even get to have a conversation with her. Also, it makes us look good if people actually show up to the office while she's here. So do your team leader a favor and show up and work in the office on Thursday. And then. Yeah, we have company coming. Yes, thank you. We are every morning on our morning huddle, we are talking about what projects need to be done before Mo gets here. It is very much like company is coming to the house. So please do clean up after yourselves, and thank you for that. And then our ALC will get the opportunity to work with Mo on Friday. They will be offsite. We'll be at the Board of Realtors for that. So Thursday and Friday, Mo is here. Thursday, she's here on site. So come mingle with greatness. And then just also know that Thursday, Friday, because we are hosting Mo, our response time might be just a little bit slower on things. So Mo, as I mentioned, inspires fear in people. She has made very clear that we are not to be on our phones as we are going through her clinics. So if you text me, I will see it as soon as we go on break, and I will respond to while we are on break. Just know if I'm not responding quite as quickly as I usually am, it's because I too am afraid of the Velvet Hammer. Congratulations to our Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark winner, Mario Serrano.
All right.
And then our winner of the costume contest was Yadi Vasquez with his very terrifying Joker. And Yadi was also the winner of our chili cook-off that chorizo chili was good. So thank you to everyone who had chili cook-off submissions, who got in the spirit and dressed up, and who shared their scary stories. It was a really fun team meeting. So thank you all for making it that. Are we really? Wow. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Well, that might even work. Might have. Oh, yes.
It wasn't for me.
No, it was not.
Don't mind me.
Oh, come on. Yes, no worries.
It doesn't do it, doesn't it?
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna make it fast. Send these out as save the dates. You want to get that out quickly because people plan their photos with Santa and you'd much rather have them give you all the kudos. We have the same Santa as we had last year, and it will be here at the office. It is only, let's see, for as many people as you want to invite. Let's say it's $50 as your contribution to the office, and invite all of your SOI neighbors, friends, build your command list up by using this event since it's so inexpensive to do so.
Okay. So unlimited invitees, even if you have not taken advantage of any of our client appreciation parties, this is the one to take advantage of because you can invite truly everyone. Please do RSVP with how many people you will have coming so that we can plan accordingly. And yeah, snow is falling, so it's time to get the word out and tell people that you can get their pictures with Santa. I've always had a lot of luck with events like this with my clients, letting them know that I want to make it so that they don't have to go stand in line at the mall, and that has always been greatly appreciated. Oh, just kidding. Coming soon. Who has listings coming soon? Yay, Blake Walton in the back.
Say two things though about Donuts with Santa or events, really quick.
I mean, you have the mic. I can't
Well,
stop
great,
you.
then you guys have to listen to me, so too bad. I don't always participate in the events, but I do actually have my current listing, which I'm gonna talk about, which is why I'm bringing it up. From a referral from another agent who is now round two, selling her house, buying a house and getting a, what's the word when you, something you can rent out?
10:30.
An investment property, thank you. So 3 transactions, 4, I guess, altogether, because I kept in contact with this client. So it pays off, especially, I wasn't listening, was it free? Or $50, still, I don't care. It's worth the $50. So, okay, coming soon, but it's listed right now. It's in Daybreak. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 30,000 square foot. It's a super cute, like 3-level ones. I know like they're probably not in high demand, but if I could buy it, I would. But it's listed right now at $638.
Love it.
Okay.
And then Jordan had one.
I've got one just above the Capitol, that's just barely went live today. It's 3,900 square feet, 3-car garage at 1.25, and it overlooks the Capitol, and downtown. It's really pretty awesome. So I just barely posted about it, asked me about it, but it's on Churchill Drive.
Churchill Drive. Rachel.
I'll have one coming that should be listed in about a week. It's in Payson. It's a brick rambler, 3-car garage, has a large workshop in the back that's heated. Master owner suite on the main and unfinished basement. And it'll be about 600.
600. Okay.
I'm going on a listing appointment today. It's the condo I mentioned last week in the Marmalade District. It's 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and will probably be right around 3 1/4, just under 900 square feet.
Going once, going twice. All right, I have a condo that will be on market right after we finish here. This is the one that's in Holiday, right across from the old Cottonwood Mall. It is a top floor, 1150 square feet, 2 beds, 1.5 baths, and listed at $329,900. And congratulations to agents that took listings last week. We have Joe Reardon, Yadi Vasquez, Laura Assel, Cameron Burnside, Jordan McQueen, and Lori Gee. Let's meet each of them. Our cultural icon of the month. So for those of you who haven't gotten the opportunity to meet Nico, he brings such energy to the Market Center. We really appreciate him here. I'm always happy on days that I get to see him. He also has, because Nico focuses on property management, he has brought more tools and resources to our agents. And I know several of our agents have connected with Nico and leveraged this for clients that are looking at potentially buying something that they would want to rent, or that have a property that they need to get somebody to property manage now, or are wanting to get information about rental prices or. So Nico is here and available for that. I really appreciate all that you bring to our office and to the agents, and congratulations on being our cultural icon of the month. And then our joint agents of the month, head up Utah Casa Group. It was pretty much a full-time job for Isaiah last month to deposit all of the Utah Casa Group checks. So they had a great month. They have really, when they came to Keller Williams, they had sort of a team structure that they had been running, and they went on that leap of faith and said, we're going to do this the way that the model says, because we believe in it. And that was a huge leap of faith. And it's been really wonderful to see the positive results of that. So they're growing. They've been adding agents to their team, and then they've been growing growing the transactions that they're working with and doing a great job representing people. So not only do they have great chili submissions and incredible Joker costumes, but they also are just doing really great things out in the world. So congratulations to our agents of the month. You have your at a glance review. Remember that those are on the link tree. And then thank you to Shauna for sharing this market data. If you haven't had a chance to snap a picture of this yet, please do. You know, we talk a lot about being the economist of choice for your clients. It's important that you know the data if you're going to be the economist of choice for your clients. So thank you, Shauna, for sharing that. And thank you for leveraging and using the market at a glance as those are provided. Thank you also to Interlend, who is one of our core partners, and make sure that you reach out to B-Money if you have questions about rates, programs, changes that you're seeing in the market. He is a resource that is there and available for you. And then Real Advantage Title. We love our friends over at Real Advantage Title. We've done a lot of training last month about door knocking and farming, and they have some really incredible tools to make your efforts in those areas more successful. So take the time and connect with them and find out about those. And then today's lunch sponsor is Elevate Homescriptions. Come on up.
Guys, how's it going? It's a long walk from the back. You guys have a huge training room here. This is awesome. Okay, I'll make this brief so that you guys can go and enjoy having lunch, but I have a quick story I want to tell you really quick. How many of you guys have ever heard of Elevate? Have you guys used Elevate before? Handful in here? Okay, awesome. That's good to see. We're working on changing the home warranty business because we've decided that home warranty is a little bit broken. And so we're out to make this better, to make the home ownership experience better for all of our clients. So I want to start with telling you just a really quick story. This happened here in Ogden just this last year. We had a client that bought a home warranty, and her agent did one of those, like, here's 3 different options, you choose who you want to use. And so she picked a company, and 3 months after she moved into the home, her AC went out. And she calls the company and they said, hey, sorry, your AC is X amount of years old. It's pre-existing condition. We're not going to cover it for you. How many of you guys have ever seen that on the inspection report where they say this unit's past its useful life? That's pretty common. Most inspectors will put that on their report. Say this unit's past its useful life, recommend getting so-and-so to come out and look at it. Well, a lot of home warranty companies will take that verbiage and say, hey, this is a pre-existing condition because it's so old. So the agent felt so bad for her client because she didn't have coverage on her AC unit, needed to get a new one, and called up Elevate. They decided to go with a different company, and so they didn't have a policy with us, but they know that we go above and beyond to try to take care of our clients. So they called us and said, is there anything at all that you can do? Well, unfortunately, because we didn't have a policy with them, we couldn't just go ahead and get it covered, which is what we would have done, because we have something called inspection protection, where if it says that on the inspection report, that this is past its useful life, but it's still working at the time of the inspection, that's not a pre-existing condition, that's just covered. So unfortunately, because we didn't have the policy, we couldn't go ahead and just cover it. But because we do so much work with so many contractors, they love to try to just take care of us. So we called one of our contractors up in the area and said, hey, like, what can we do? We gotta make this a better experience for this lady. So we ended up getting a new AC unit for her. She still had to pay a little bit out of pocket, but saved her thousands of dollars in labor because our contractor gave her the Elevate discount and was able to get this taken care of for her. And I share this story with you, which is funny because it's not technically an Elevate story. I mean, we came in at the end there, but they weren't actually working with Elevate. Share this story with you for a couple key reasons here. The first one is that when you're giving out your home warranty companies, I know that that's the standard to do the like, hey, here's 3, you pick who you want. But if they pick the wrong one, then they could have an experience like this. So it's still good to give that out, but it may be best to be like, this is the one that I typically use. And whether that's us or somebody else, but that just helps them out when they're like, she didn't know and had no idea that this would be a pre-existing condition. And then it came back and cost her thousands of dollars after the fact. So we like to just mention that we love to be the preferred home warranty company because we have that inspection protection, which just saves so many people so much money when they've got older units in their home. We just go ahead and cover it for them. And then one last thing I want to mention is that we do have are the pricing that you see in the brochures, and I've got a bunch of brochures in the back, so please grab one when you guys are up grabbing your food. The pricing you see in the brochures, you may look at and go like, well, hey, $5,000 for an AC unit, I've priced this out. $5,000 does not cover an AC unit, right? You may be looking at that going like, hey, this doesn't add up. Like, what are they actually getting covered here? Well, we get the wholesale pricing, like I mentioned with our contractors versus retail pricing. So for us, $5,000 actually will cover the entire thing for your clients versus if they would just call up a contractor, it would be more expensive than that $5,000. So that's true for all home warranty companies. So when you're looking at the coverages and you may go, well, this looks like this is a little bit low. It's because we get better prices than just the general consumer does. So we really still are covering the whole repairs. I like to put that out because I get a lot of questions on that. Okay, couple questions for you guys now. We are called Elevate Home Subscriptions, not Elevate Home Warranty. Can anybody here tell me why we've changed our name to Home Subscriptions versus Home Warranty? And I've got some really awesome, these are Elevate socks, which are perfect for the snowy cold weather today.
Because when you hear home warranty, you want to just rip your hair out.
I love that answer. That's close. That's close. No, even though we're going to change the game, it's not just through our name. Any other guesses? Anyone take a shot at it? Home subscriptions
Because
versus
it's
home
not
warranty.
really a home warranty. It's not a warranty that you're gonna fix everything or what's broken. It's really, we might help you.
I love that answer too. And sorry, that was a terrible throw. I'm not gonna tell you that I played softball in high school based off that terrible throw with these socks. You're getting closer, so we are more than just home warranty. Other guesses?
You offer, like house cleaning and window cleaning and different.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. Let's see if I can make it. Oh, no. We had threes. Okay. Last question for you, along with that, and then I'll dig a little deeper into that. Do you have to have an Elevate policy to be able to use some of our other home subscription services?
No. I'm okay.
Love it.
Talk to someone else.
You know what? We're gonna go right here. Okay, so we do, as part of our goal to change the homeownership experience, we do awesome home warranty coverage and we want to make sure your client's taken care of, but we realize there's more to it than just that. And so we've got home cleaning, we've got yard maintenance, we've got pool maintenance, we've got pest control, there's like a whole list. If you look at our brochures, we've got a bunch listed in there, and you don't have to have a policy with us to use some of these things. So having a warranty with us is awesome. We'll come out and take care of these other things for you to help you enjoy being a homeowner that much more. But again, because we've got the discounted prices with our contractors, your clients usually end up saving a lot of money by going through Elevate to get these services than just calling these companies on their own. So if you've got someone that's like, hey, do you know a good pest control company? Instead of you having to go and try to find a good pest control company and vet them yourselves and make sure that you want to tie your name to that company, you can just say, hey, we'll go call Elevate because we've already done all that work for you. So that's one of our why we're home subscriptions versus home warranty. Okay, sorry, tried to talk really fast. So I didn't take too much of your time. Thank you guys so much. I'll be around for a minute. So if you've got questions, come grab me.
Thank you so much. So let's talk a little bit about the concept of a quantum leap. We look at growth, and oftentimes what we are focused on in growth is incremental growth. I sold 10 houses this year. I'm going to sell 11 houses next year, or 12 houses next year. I worked out 3 times this week. I'm going to work out 3.5 times next week. It is incremental growth, which can lead to incremental results. And there's a place for that. There's a value to incremental growth. It also can be growth that becomes very frustrating. And sometimes when you are focused purely on incremental growth, it can actually turn into stagnation and even backsliding and not growing. So the idea of a quantum leap is looking at an area of your life or of your business that the goal is not to be a little bit better, that the goal is to make a radical change, to be radically different, to take a quantum leap in growth. So I'd love for you to all take a minute, and I mean genuinely a minute, because we're going to get through this in time, and think about an area in your life that you would like to experience a quantum leap. So this could be career advancement, this could be financial growth, this could be health and fitness, your personal relationships, personal development, business growth, work-life balance, skill acquisition. What is an area of your life that you would like to see, not just an incremental growth, but a quantum leap? Now, because I believe that you've all locked into that, I'm gonna ask you to write down or put in your device, what is that area of life that you'd like to make that quantum leap? And what would that quantum leap be? So one of the things that really restricts us from having that sort of transformative growth are our limiting beliefs. Usually, if there is something that you have not made this quantum leap in, that you are going through incremental growth or that you are stuck, it is because there are some beliefs that are telling you that you can't do it. So we're going to take a minute to identify what one of those limiting beliefs for you is with the area that you'd like to experience this quantum leap. And then what are the ways that you could reframe that? So I'm going to give a few examples. Let's say that your limiting belief for your quantum leap is, I'm not experienced enough to take on big clients. The reframed belief could be, my unique skills and fresh perspective are exactly what big clients need. If the limiting belief is, I don't have enough time to work on my personal goals, a reframed belief could be, I can prioritize my time to make space for my personal growth. Everyone get the general idea? See some nodding heads? Okay, so what's one limiting belief, and you don't have to reframe it in this first step, but what's one limiting belief that is keeping you from making a quantum leap in this area? Anyone brave enough to share their limiting belief? I appreciate the honesty.
It's prioritizing the time. It always seems to be that.
So what's the limiting belief that makes you feel like you can't prioritize the time?
Like I want to learn how to play guitar.
Mhm.
That's my big leap. I want to just do it.
Okay, so you want to be able to play guitar,
Yeah,
and the limiting belief is, I don't have enough time.
just not prioritizing the time.
Okay. So I don't prioritize the time. Why would you not prioritize the time?
I guess I don't list it as a high priority. It's more of just a want,
Okay,
not a need.
what I hear in that is my wants aren't a high priority. Is that fair?
There,
That's a little icky to see right now.
yeah.
Good.
Thanks for the therapy session.
So how could you reframe, my wants aren't a high priority?
My wants need to be a priority.
They need to be.
My wants are important.
My wants are important.
I'm just gonna say AI helps us with a lot of that.
My wants are valid. I think next time we do a training like this, I'm gonna have somebody on ChatGPT just run the prompt
Yeah.
here on the screen as we're going, you can see what it comes up with. So my wants are important, my wants are valid, prioritizing. I hope I spelled that right, but we're gonna go with it. My wants allows me to show up for others. Prioritizing me allows me to show up for others. I prioritize the things that I care about so that I can show up as my best self for other people. You can work through this, but as you're working through your own limiting beliefs, try to get to that core. Do you see the difference between it's prioritizing time, it's that I don't prioritizing time. when really that comes down to, this is something that's important to me, but I'm not making it a priority because I just want to do it. That's where the real limiting belief is. So with your own, I would challenge you to take this through a couple of steps to get to like, what is really like the core belief? Not prioritizing time would be the action. What's the belief that's behind that action? Make sense? Okay, everyone have at least one limiting belief written down? Yeah. Just lie to me if you don't. And then if you'd like to make a pass at reframing that limiting belief, that's something you can do. If not, this is something that I would challenge you to take on today and do some work on. The next step is to set some quantum goals. So quantum leap goals are challenging yet achievable. So looking at Lindsay's goal, it would be challenging for her to learn to play guitar this year. And yet, does everybody feel like that's achievable? I'm not the only crazy one who thinks that Lindsay, y'all come on, believe in Lindsay. We all believe that, thank you, amen, corner in the back. So it is still a quantum leap goal. If she is to go through and do things in her life as she is doing them right now, she is not going to naturally arrive at the end of the year and be able to play the guitar. And if she takes on some quantum actions, she could reach this goal. So, so you've identified an area of life that you'd like to take that quantum leap. I'd like everyone to have a quantum goal, a quantum leap goal that is tied to that. And you maybe got that in the first step, but if not, jot it down. All right, and then what are 3 actions that you could take right away to help move you towards that quantum leap goal? And my challenge to you as you look at these actions is make them bold and make them uncomfortable. If the actions you are taking to get to your quantum goal are comfortable, that says to me they're in your comfort zone and they're probably not going to get you there. Incremental growth often happens with comfortable action. It's often slight tweaks. And again, there is nothing wrong with incremental growth in areas of your life that's what's appropriate. When we are talking about a quantum goal, when we are talking about a leap, when we are talking about massive change in a short period of time, those slight tweaks aren't going to get you there. So what are 3 big, bold, scary actions you could take to get you towards this quantum leap goal? And then the last thing we're going to talk about with Quantum Leap today is the power of accountability and community. You can achieve these goals in private. Yeah. And it is so much easier, and I would say more rewarding, to achieve these Quantum Leap goals with community and with support. Because I can promise you, I'm gonna be showing up in Lindsay's office and asking her how it's going with the guitar. And I'm a little bit ridiculous, so I'm also gonna come up with really great plans for what we're gonna do once she plays the guitar. Like I'm thinking like a whole team meeting, we got some stuff going. So, while that may be ridiculous, it does help keep that goal present in Lindsay's life. And so, before we run back and grab lunch, I'd love you to turn to somebody who's at your table, and this is a safe space, and share, if you're willing, your quantum leap goal, or share the limiting belief that you are working at reframing, and maybe get some support from them on that. And as you finish that, I will meet you all in the back. We will grab lunch. Have a fantastic week. Thanks for all that you do.
Thank you.
What are you gonna do? My dad, I think I misunderstood Jess a little bit, because she said action, things that I want to do, okay. I just wanna grow my, like my business, Instagram, more. I feel like I've been like consistent with it this year, which was the goal.